It was a fun game. It was defense's struggle, which was, kind of the curveball of the day. It wasn't easy for either offense throughout the game.
Well, the Chiefs went right down the field to start the game.
Right.
And the Dolphins looked like they were going to answer, and I'm thinking, we're going to have a barn burner here. It's going to be 41-38, and I love games like that. And then it really slowed down. The Chiefs got that second touchdown late in the half.
Yeah, late in second quarter.
And then that freaking moment, that was the wow of the day.
It was.
The Dolphins are moving.
Before the half.
Right. It looks like it's going to be 14-7.
14-3,
And they get the ball.
And they get the ball.
They get the Belichick double dip. It could be 14-14.
Right.
So this thing's getting very interesting now. Screen pass to Tyreek Hill. Trent McDuffie diagnoses it, hits him, knocks the ball out. Mike Edwards picks it up. And McDuffie told me all he heard was guys going, pitch it, pitch it, pitch it, pitch it. And
Mike Edwards with the pitch to
Mike
Brian
Edwards
Cook.
pitched it to Brian Cook, and Brian Cook shot out of a cannon 59 yards for the touchdown.
He opened up. That looked like he had track background right there. He was like, wait, I got to get out of the blocks and start opening up the stride like my old high school track coach used to tell me.
I love it when you can see in their legs. You can see the effort, the extra effort in the legs. You are making it happen to get that extra speed. But that was great by McDuffie to get the ball out. He'd never played with Tyreek Hill. He told me he spoke to all the offensive players. That L'Jarius Sneed went back and watched training camp practice film from 2 years ago. Him and Tyreek in one-on-one drills to pick up things. They knew they had to put hands on him. They had to disrupt the timing. I mean, we've seen it the last 2 weeks. We saw it against the Eagles. We saw it against the Patriots. You got him doubled, but you give him a free release. He just zoomed right by you.
Yeah.
You got to get in his face.
Definitely.
They were in his face all day long. You got to redirect him. You got to disrupt the timing of the offense.
That's right.
I don't know why other teams don't realize that that's what you have to do to neutralize Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, you got to have some talented people. You got to be, in doing that, you got to, have some other creative aspects to bring to the table because you can't cover them man-to-man all play long, right? Spagnuolo was the star of the day, the defensive coordinator for the Chiefs. I mean, for the reasons you said. They got hands on Tyreek a ton. Even when they played zones, you could see that there was an extra emphasis on, knock him off his mark a little bit. Don't let him fly up on our safety so fast that there's nothing we can do there. Tactical blitzing, that's where Steve Spagnuolo is amazing and going, you don't have enough answers to stop some of these offenses like the Dolphins and the Eagles. So you got to take some chances and go, we're going to leave this area voided a little bit. And through my studies, I don't think they're going to burn us here, but I have a feel for the protection when they get in these moments. The all-out blitz at the end of the football game was a huge moment, and Tua takes his eyes off the snap because I think he's looking at the blitz. The Chiefs' defense continues to amaze me. I don't know why. There's a part of me that thinks they're going to, fall off here, but I think yesterday put the nail in the coffin for me. Like, they're real. They're one of the best defenses in football. That ain't going to change. They've hit some home runs with some of these young guys they've drafted, McDuffie being one of them. I mean, McDuffie's one of the best tackling corners in football. He's a great cover corner. And if we could go back to that fumble play that, Mike was talking about with Tyreek and all that, that to me, like you were saying, not this play, but the Tyreek fumble for the touchdown. That to me was the way they play defense there. It's the second time this year where we've gone, it's the third time when Miami can't throw little screens and quick short passes and Tyreek can't run, right? They're a different football team. And if you guys can rewind this, look at this here. This is 2nd and 6, okay? And just back to the start of the play if you don't mind. Look at how Kansas City's playing. Right? There's 5 guys at the line of scrimmage, all right? It's tight man-to-man bump and run like you're talking about, Mike. So they're not going to let them throw a little quick short pass or a screen and let them run and have space and do something crazy. So they challenged all this stuff. And then here Tua gets the ball and he's going, okay, well, I'm still going to throw it out there. I hope we block it the right way. But McDuffie's a phenomenal player. He beats Durham Smythe there and gets up and makes the tackle. And what a play by Edwards to have the wherewithal to pitch that ball to Cook. Phenomenal play. I'm just blown away by the Chiefs' D this year.
And that 7 points ended up being the difference in the game because they held on to win 21-14. You mentioned the effort by the Dolphins to win it late. We showed the clip of that fumble. Here's Tua Tagovailoa from after the game about the last 2 plays because it was that fumble.
He hit a go route the play before.
It looked like somebody shot it with a pellet gun.
I don't know what happened.
That pass, the guy was open. And it looked like when he let it go, we're watching the game, and somebody in the viewing room said, oh, there it is. And the ball just kind of fell out of the sky. It hit the scoreboard like the punt earlier in the game.
It was 15 yards short, right?
I've never seen that before.
I want to say it was Cedric Wilson. I can't remember who it was, going down the left sideline, right? I think they're going to pull it up here in a second. But, yeah, it was one of those moments where when he geared up to throw it, we saw, that the guy was single, and I go, oh, he's got him, and because you're seeing the receiver separate. And, I mean, I don't know what happened with
Last
Tua
shout
there.
out of the Roman candle, as John Madden used to say.
He tried to, I think, just touch it. I think he saw the guy open. He was on his back foot. Instead of just letting it rip, he tried to be too careful, and, the ball totally
But it was
lost
weird. It was an
steam.
optical illusion. When he launched it, it looked like it was going. And it just kind of took a weird arc and just
Yeah.
Man.
Well, yeah, that's where, he's a high-effort thrower, and that's where he can be deceiving because we go, oh, he's going to throw the rifle here, and, you go, oh, well, he doesn't really have a rifle. He's more of a touch, get the ball out of his hand quick, move, all that. But you could see there.
Receiver wasn't happy. Receiver knew he had it.
No, he had it. And I think, Tua, I don't know what he's doing there. Look, he kind of just lofted it up like it was going to be a 10 or 12-yard completion. And Cedric Wilson's going, no, you got to throw it another 20 yards. We're going to catch it in the back of the end zone like he did with Tyreek Hill at the end of the first half against the Eagles game. But, yeah, severely underthrown. People open everywhere. Look at Mostert going across the middle of the field there as well. They blew an opportunity there. Even on the fumbled snap at the end of the game, he's got Waddle over the middle. That's going to be a big gain or put them close to the end zone, if not a touchdown. The point is what you said, though, I think, to start. Miami is just I'm done with Miami. I'm not picking them to beat a team that's good until I see it. I'm done with that. They're just beating up on the poor in the NFL, but you're seeing that their offensive line can't handle the good defensive lines in football, right? They couldn't run the ball, and I know it's going to say 12 carries, 85 yards with Raheem Mostert. It came at the end of the game when Kansas City was playing prevent defenses, the majority of those yards, right? So they weren't unable to dominate the line of scrimmage there that way. And then the other thing that's crucial to me with Miami, and I said this a few weeks ago when we did their Sunday night game, get them to third down. When you can get Miami to third down, because now the reverses and the speed sweeps and all the creative runs and the screens are not in play, right? They got to drop back and throw it. That when you can get them there, that's when you can win, and that's what it looked like the whole game plan was with Kansas City yesterday. Get them to third down. We'll make Tua make a throw in the pocket with people around him, and let's see if he can do it, and that to me is still a big question with Tua.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.